You know, another great trip down to Falcon Lake was with David Walker. The lake had been low for some time, and most of the locals were talking about, dude, it's hard to catch them down there. Don't even bother going down. You'll be lucky to catch 3 or 4 fish. But we wanted to go down to Falcon. We wanted to spend some time down there and look at it and see if there was a way to catch them. In David's mind, there's always a way to catch fish no matter where they are. He feels like there's going to be some way, somehow, every place you go to catch them. And like always, David was right. He figured them out. Got him? Good one, coming out of there.
That's when you need some braid.
That's
right
where
there.
the braid comes in handy.
Wrapped.
That's where the braid comes in handy. You could have lied and said he was 12 pounds if he got away on mono.
I was planning on it.
He would throw his jig in there and he would literally let it set like a guy would take a soft plastic bait in the springtime and wait for the fish to load up on it. The results were obvious. David outcaught me 6, 7, 8 fish to 1, and the size of his fish, no question about it, were a lot bigger than mine. That's one of the most exciting things about fishing with people that come to your body of water that you think you're pretty good on and do something different when you can't catch them, to open your mind up on other ways to catch them.
Mm-hmm. Nice one. That's a heavy fish there. Weighs a lot.
He had a lot to eat down here.
Get back in there. We have been managing to disprove
all the theories that everybody says.
All the rumors.
Isn't that funny? How often do you try to listen to Doc talk or not listen or do your own research?
No, you need to take all what you hear with a grain of salt, because it's normally there's a whole process of misinformation out there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you got to trust the source. If it's just somebody walking up to you and telling you something like that, there's a good possibility it's...
You also got to catch your own fish, don't you think?
You do. You know, it's hard to catch other people's fish. There's a lot of times people, you know, guys you trust, you know, will tell you a place to go and a way to fish it. And if it's not a technique or something you're real familiar with, it won't matter. You won't catch them there.
Right. They're a pretty good one. I went to the right tree, he went to the left tree. Obviously, I went to the wrong tree.
Bad.
That one took you around the tree to
Bad
start.
choice. Come here, you. Yeah. Yep. So
I went to the wrong direction on the tree.
Fishing down here is terrible.
What I like best about my job is it's like putting a puzzle together every day. It's never the same. You maybe go into it with expectations of it being the same, but for whatever reason, little things will change and make big differences. So then your big idea that you had planned many times just falls apart, and you got to build it all back together again.
You know, when you look at how David caught them, and when everybody else was saying we pretty much couldn't catch them down there, it just goes to show, you know, it may get tough, but you can go down there and have an opportunity to catch some giants when you go to Falcon Lake, no matter what the conditions are. I look back at another trip, and this one goes way back into the history of us fishing on Falcon Lake. We did one of those old Texas-Oklahoma shootouts where, you know, Kelly Jordan and Jeff Creek picked some top anglers. We went down and had a team event over a few days, and the result was if you didn't catch 30 pounds of fish, you probably lost your match. And I had a great time on that trip there, fishing with Kelly, fishing with Mark Pack, and seeing what was to come for Falcon Lake, because this was right before you started to hear about this most recent surge at Falcon Lake, before some of the big tournaments went down there and started catching 100-pound limits for 4 days.